Okay, I want to welcome you to another brand new training in our training series of Grasscutter farm business from Farmsense Grasscutter base, Ibadan, Nigeria. This is the voice of Oludele Atunishe, the farm manager and marketer at Farm Base Grasscutter base, Nigeria, Ibadan. I want to bring to our stable today in our series of Grasscutter farm business training, looking at two important questions you must answer if you must be successful running Grasscutter farm business. There are questions that you must answer in affirmative when you are about to start running Grasscutter business, farm business, irrespective of your location. These two questions give back to some other sub questions, but in this presentation we'll be looking at those questions, basically the two important questions and other sub questions that accompany the two questions we are looking at. Two important questions you must answer if you must be successful running Grasscutter farm business. Now the question we have to answer, they are very paramount to our success. But before you get started, you have to understand something, that before you invest your money, your time, your energy and your resources into Grasscutter farm business, you need to answer two important questions in affirmative. Haven't gone through the necessary trainings or have a mentor and the likes, you must answer these two questions in affirmative. These two questions will help you to answer other 2 to 3 other questions if you must run Grasscutter farm business successfully and profitably. And the question is now, what are these two questions, these two important questions that you must answer, either as an intending Grasscutter farmer or even existing Grasscutter farmers that are struggling or they don't have direction on how to make profit and how to be successful running their Grasscutter farm business. So this question will help you as an intending Grasscutter farmer to stand on a firm and a good foundation. And if you are an existing one that you are struggling, it will help you to re-strategize. It will help you to go back to your drawing board and re-strategize and get yourself fully prepared again to run your Grasscutter farm business. Now, what are these questions? The important questions you must answer. The first question you must answer is question of passion or money. Passion or money. And look at it, we are looking at passion or money. That is, what is your motivating factor for starting Grasscutter farm business? Why do you want to start Grasscutter farm business? Why do you want to go into it? So are you coming into this business because of your passion for farming or because of money that you want to make? The truth of the matter is that there's no sin making money. Of course, everybody into business want to make money, no matter the business, either in agriculture, in e-commerce, in service provider or product production, whatsoever you are entering into or you are doing as a business. Money is the ultimate. That is why you are doing it. You want to make money. As good as money is to any business or adventure, it is just the end result, or is a byproduct of your passion for that business or adventure. If passion is not the foundational, it's not the purpose, it's not your motivating factor, when money did not come, you will back out of the business. So as good as money is, it must not be your motivating factor, because if money is not coming forth as you expect, then you will get out of it. And that is why you see many people, they tested a lot of business from one business to another. Good, there's no sin in trying so many business, but are you trying it because of money or because of your passion for it? So what is your motivating factor for starting Grasscutter farm business? Passion is highly required if you must make money from Grasscutter business. Passion is ultimate. If you have passion, money will come. But if the money you are looking for and without passion, in fact, you will not get the money. So passion is highly required if you must make money from Grasscutter business. With passion, money will come earlier, faster, and bigger than you can imagine in this business. With passion, because with passion you will create a lot of subsidiary under the same business. Can I tell you, running Grasscutter farm business, there are a lot of other arms to this business beyond raising animal, but it will take passion for you to look into that, as to look into those other arms. Your passion will keep driving you on what that you can make out of the business when the going is good and when the going is not good. So that is why I said, if money is the reason why you are coming into it, you may not be successful. But if it is passion, your passion will give you a lot of idea. Do you know that as a Grasscutter farmer, your passion will give you idea of how to go into producing Grasscutter pelletized feed. You can make money, because it will take passion for you to look at it, that okay, your passion will be driving you with new ideas that will be advancing the business in your hands. And as you are giving you ideas that is advancing and expanding the business, then money will come. So with passion, money will come earlier, faster, and bigger than you can imagine. And I want to leave this point with a quote from Steve Jobs that say, follow your passion and the money will come. Once again, follow your passion and the money will come. If you follow the money instead of passion, you may not meet up with it. But when you follow your passion, the idea that will generate the money you want in that business will always come. And if it is helpful and solution providing idea that is coming, of a truth, money will follow. Okay, having said this, what is the next question? The next question is farm setup objective. What is your objective for setting up your Grasscutter farm business? What is your objective? What is your goal? What is your target? What do you want to achieve? Who do you want to serve? What do you want to serve? Where do you want your business to be in the next 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 years time? So you must have farm setup objective. You must answer the question of farm setup objective. This will help you to define your business goal, your target audience, and your market. Is your farm objective is meant to serve potential Grasscutter farmers, or is your farm objective is meant to serve Grasscutter consumer, or is your farm objective setup is meant to serve both potential farmers and consumer? So you have to answer the question of farm setup objective. Are you setting up your farm? Are you trying to setting up your Grasscutter farm to service potential Grasscutter farmers, to service Grasscutter consumer, or to service the two, both the consumer and the farmers? So you must answer the question. Do you get it now? Because you don't just want to enter into a business that, okay, I just want to do it, anything goes, anything that comes my way. No, you must sit down and write it in a black and white format. What is going to be your objective? Am I going to service a potential Grasscutter farmer? If you are serving a potential Grasscutter farmer, that means that you are going to breed animal for people. That will now give you that will now help you to know who are your audience. Because if you want to serve only Grasscutter, potential Grasscutter farmer, then you'll be able to know who are your audience. And the question of who are your audience will determine, okay, people that want a side business, people that are interested in agro business, people that are interested in mini livestock business, people that are interested in certain Grasscutter business or business that will not take their time. You begin to think and begin to have idea of who you are to be your target. So that will help you to know your business goal and your people you are targeting and your market. If potential Grasscutter farmer is your target, then you target about to retire or civil servant, or just anybody that want to make extra income from agriculture, and talking about mini livestock such as Grasscutter. Now, when you know your farm setup, you know who you are to target. You know that people that want a side business. But now, if your setup or your farm objective is for Grasscutter consumer, you can't be targeting retirees. You are targeting just anybody that want to eat bushmeat, that want to eat delicacy of bushmeat. And before you know it, the idea of, okay, how do I go to do it? Okay, do you want to sell it in a season, in a festive season, during Easter, during Christmas, during Salah, during just every festival? You know who to target and know how to market it, where you can see them, what method of marketing you are going to engage to reach them. Or you want to set up, if you want to set up your farm for Grasscutter consumer, okay, do you want to set up what do you call it, what are you going to call it, a Grasscutter joint, where people will come, either they buy fresh, they buy live, they buy frozen, they buy smoke one. Just mention it, because if consumer are your target audience, then the idea of how can I set up my business to reach out to them or they reach out to me will be the issue now. So the way you market to consumer is different from the way you market to potential Grasscutter farmers, or you want to service the both potential Grasscutter farmers or consumer. So this will now help you on your marketing strategy. So you must answer the question of farm setup objective. So when you're now able to answer the question of farm setup objective, then you'll be able to know your target audience and your marketing strategy. So you can see now that you need business objective, that is, you must have farm setup objective. Now that you have answered this question, and now there are other questions that will fall in under these two important questions. Now that you know your now that you know you have answered the question of passion or money, and you have answered the question of farm setup objective. Now the another question you must answer, which is a sub question under two important questions, is question of Grasscutter breed type. Now don't forget that you have answered the question of farm setup objective. Now that you know that, okay, you want to service potential Grasscutter farmer or you want to service consumer, this will help you to answer the question of Grasscutter breed type, because there are type of Grasscutter breed that is good for someone that want to focus on raising Grasscutter farm for potential Grasscutter farmer, or you want to raise for consumer, or the two. There's a breed that is good for you to raise if your market or target, your objective is for consumer. There is a breed that you must raise if your objective or business objective is for Grasscutter farmer, and there is a breed that you must raise if your objective is to service both consumer and potential Grasscutter farmer. So Grasscutter breed type, this will help you to determine the animal breed type you will stock your farm with. Having answered farm objective question, you'll be able to easily decide if you are to stock and start your farm with long breed Grasscutter or short breed Grasscutter or hybrid Grasscutter. So after you have answered the question of farm setup objective, you'll be able to answer the question. It will help you to answer the question of Grasscutter breed type. Are you going for long breed? Are you going to start with long breed Grasscutter? Are you going to start with short breed Grasscutter, or you are going to start with hybrid Grasscutter? I did a video training on how to choose your Grasscutter breed. I think we have a video on that, so you can watch it also. So it will help you to answer the question of Grasscutter breed you must go for, depending on the kind of your farm objective setup, your farm setup objective you are going for. So Grasscutter breed will help you. Will be able to answer this question based on your farm setup objective. Are you starting with long breed? Are you starting with short breed? Or you are starting with hybrid Grasscutter? Now the next question, which is very important, is finance and farm size. Finance and farm size. Having answered the question of passion or money, farm objective, and breed type, this finance and farm size, this will help you to answer the question of your farm size and financial implication. Under this, we are looking at number of colony and sizes to start with. For example, now looking at farm financial and farm size, you need money to buy colony of Grasscutter that you want to start with, either long breed or short breed or whatsoever. You need money. But the question is that number of colony you want to start with determine the amount of money you are going to spend. Now, as at this moment, as at the time of recording this video, this 21 day in the month of March 2023, as at the time of recording this video, a colony of Grasscutter of 2 male 4 female is sold for 135,000 naira average price. That is the minimum you can get it now. Now, and that is one colony. So if you want to start with one colony, you should know that you are going to spend 135,000 naira, and as a matter of fact, 135,000 naira a colony is for weaners Grasscutter. We say it's a weaners Grasscutter. That is the size of the Grasscutter and age. That is for weaners. Weaners is between 2 to 3 months or 2 to 4 months old Grasscutter. And if you are going for adult, the adult is between 4 to 6 months Grasscutter. So now weaners are sold for 135,000 naira average size for a colony, while adult are sold for average of 170 to 190 or 200,000 naira per colony of 2 male 4 female. But the one that is readily available, most of the time readily available, is weaner, which is 2 to 3 months old, between 2 to 3 months old, which is 135. So price for now. So let's assume that you want to start with weaners, which is 135,000 naira as of today. Okay, you want to start with 2 colony. You know that you have to multiply your 2 colony. You have to multiply 135,000 naira by 2. That will give you 270. You want to buy 3 colony, you want to buy 5 colony, you want to start with 10 colony. So the size or the number of colony and the size of your animal will determine the financial implication of your farm. So you have to answer the question of finance and farm size. Okay, I want to start with a farm size of 10 colony. You should know that you need I want to start with 10 colony of weaners Grasscutter of as a farm size. That means that you know that you will be spending 1.3 million plus to acquire or to procure your animal, apart from housing. Don't forget, because there is a place you have to put them. So your finance and farm size is a question you must answer based on your pocket, and this must be answered based on what is the number of colony you want to start with and the size you want to start with. Are you starting with weaners or you are starting with adult? If you are starting with 2 colony, 1 colony of adult, which is between 170 to 200,000 naira for a colony. But if you are starting with 1 colony of weaners, which is between 135,000 naira to 145,000 naira a colony. So if you multiply this by the number of colony, okay, I want to start with 10 colony. Okay, if it is weaners, then 135,000 naira times 10, that is 1.3 million plus. And if it is adult, that is about 2 million naira plus for 10 colony. So now that your finance will help you to answer your finance and your farm size will help you to answer the question of finance. So not only that, the housing and cage plus size. What is the housing method you want to use and the cage type you want to use? Now I want to use do you want to go for concrete cage housing? Do you want to go for iron cage housing? Do you want to go for wooden cage housing? So whichever method you want to use, it requires money, because money answers all things. You need money to buy your animals, either 10 colony, 2 colony, 4 colony, 5 colony. Irrespective of the colony, money will be involved. And now that you are buying animal, you have to cage them, you have to house them. Are you going for iron cage, you are going for wooden cage, or you are going for concrete cage? Irrespective of any type of cage you are going for, money will be required to construct your housing and cage for your animal, especially the bigger the colony or the number of colony you are buying, the bigger the housing capacity, and the bigger the housing capacity, the costlier it is for you. Someone that is housing one colony, the amount he will spend will be quite different and cheaper and lower compared to someone that is housing 10 colony of Grasscutter. So you should get it now. And what again? Other miscellaneous expenses such as drinker, feeder, and some other maybe transportation and the likes. So these are the things that will require your answer. So when you know the number of colony you are buying and the size, either adult or weaners, and the kind of housing you are going for, you see wooden cage, you see the concrete cage or iron cage, and then other miscellaneous such as feeder and drinker and some other expenses in terms of transportation and other miscellaneous and movement and logistics. Then when you put all this together, it will help you to answer the question of your finance. So your farm size, which inform the colony, the housing, and the miscellaneous, will go a long way to help you to answer the question. So you answer the question of farm size will help you to answer the question of finance. So if your farm size is to start with one colony, the finance, you'll be able to answer the finance that you have capacity to finance it. If your farm size is 10 colony, you'll be able to answer your finance. You'll be able to answer the question of finance that you have the capacity to go for that. So I believe you get the question. So with this, I want to leave this slide by saying money answered all things. Thank God for your passion, for reason why you want to go into the Grasscutter farming. Thank God for you want to make money from it. Thank God for your objective, farm objective. You want to service both, you want to service consumer or potential farmers, or you want to service both. Thank God for that one. And now that you have answered that question, and then thank God for your breed type. You want to go for long breed or short breed or hybrid, all good. And now finance and farm size. So money answer all things. What it simply means that money answer all what we have discovered, discussed, or talk about to this point. So you need money to execute all the points we have been talking about, all the questions you have been answering before now. You need money to answer it. So that is why I said I round up this point saying money answers all things. Now, do you have any question or inquiry? If you have any question or inquiry around what we have discussed so far or any other point in this business, then you are free to contact us. You can contact us at Farmsense for any of the following services: training, one-on-one training, group training, training manual in form of ebook, video, and audio, Grasscutter breed stock, either weaners or adult, Grasscutter cage, wooden or iron cage, Grasscutter feeder and drinkers, farm setup consultancy, and other Grasscutter farm related service. You can just simply call us on +234-081-6641-6200 or contact us on our WhatsApp DM for more detail on +234-8188008252. It has been the first of Oludela Tuneshe, the farm manager and marketer at Farmsense Grasscutter base, Ibadan, Nigeria. See you in our next insightful video training like this in the next training session. So if you are watching this video once again on YouTube, and you are getting value from this video, may endeavor to like, comment, share, and subscribe to this channel, and click on the notification bell so that you can receive notification every time and each time we upload new video on our YouTube channel. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your audience. See you at the top and the next presentation on our training series for Grasscutter Farm Business Academy from Farmsense Grasscutter base. Thank you. God bless you. Bye.